Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Mama Fox Studios. This is Missy and we are continuing to build our camp party, which is just a birthday party by Cute Room. Now, last time we finished, I was just showing my mom. This turned out much cuter than I thought it would. I'm a little off center, but I don't really want to I don't want to push it. I'm a little off center and I'm a little bit wide in the middle here, but I still think it turned out to be the cutest 3D little balloon stand thing. Like, instead of just sticking a balloon or a picture of a balloon, you know, on the wall, that turned out cute. And then, of course, our strand of beads, which I think turned out pretty nice also. So I'm gonna move those up and out of the way, and then we still have a few more bits and bobbles to make. So we need A34. I cut out according to A34-05 tempo. What is A34 first of all? Oh, it's the matte gold paper. Okay, and what did I do with that? It's not in there. Okay. I remember. Oh, there it is. I remember I glued down the template so that I didn't have to hold it. Okay, so we're gonna cut out A34, 05, and 05. So these two pieces, we're gonna go and cut them out. I will start with scissors, and I think I'll just use my blade for those little insert inlet, the corners. That's what I'm trying to say. So you can just gently peel that. I mean, a little bit is stuck there. Oh, there we go. So there's a tiny bit that, but I'm gonna put that in my stash. You never know when you just need a little bit of gold, you know. But if that becomes a problem when I go to use it, which I don't think it is, well, it's the tiniest bit, I will just yeah, I'll just deal with it then. It's almost off actually. It's okay. So whoop, flick that one across the workspace. And just because me and scissors don't do corners very good, I'll just use my blade to pop these ones out. and then we just pull it right off. And now we are on those dotted lines going to fold, but it's right at the edge of straight across from the corner, so I don't need these anymore. And then we'll do the same to this one here. Just popped up, but so I know it's loose. Handy dandy ruler. Just because I can't fold a straight line well, I would say all days, but and this paper does crease very well. Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups. Okay, and then we need A155. What is that? The two things that are on our cardboard. I know we're going to use those soon, so I'm going to leave those out. And I'm going to put these last two little pictures here. Okay, so these are from cardboard. Which I will say, I'm kind of sad these are not made out of, they're not using like little blocks of wood. I think most kits would have used wood for these, but you know, it's fine. And I doubt I have two pieces of wood exactly this size, and just not in the mood to cut today, so not going to alter this one, although I kind of just really want to. Actually cut on the line, let's see. Whoops. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to take the gold and just put it one on each of these, right? And then these are just going to fold over, and so you'll have just a gold front. So I just use Aleene's Original Tacky Glue. I just have it real quick. I'm gonna give these a solid fold, so that way when I have my glue on them, they'll lay down better. A hard fold, that's what I call them. What was a solid fold, huh? I just use the ruler, I call it like this, it's a soft fold, and then when I go ahead and bend it completely all the way over, I call that a hard fold. I don't know why, it just kind of came out of my mouth the first time, and I ran with it, so we're just running with it. I'm not going to do a ton, just a little bit, just enough to hold that cardboard down. And I don't even know if I actually have to put it on the bottom. But then, because we're going to pop the sides over. Now, someone suggested, because I don't use a paper glue, so you can see the glue lines underneath, the little squiggle lines, to, obviously, I usually use a scraper, but I have a little nick in my scraper, and I haven't gotten to get a new one yet. So it tears it potentially, and it has torn the paper. So they said to use, like an old card, an old credit card, which I have done that. I also kind of like to use maybe sometimes the edge of my ruler. I think works just as good. Gently though. But then they said to rub it with a cloth. Did that like tore through on that fold? That's weird. To rub it with a cloth, and I had never heard that before. Now I'm not going to worry about it on these ones, because two of these, they're going to go on top, so you're not going to see it anyways. But I can tell, hold on a second, let me grab my markers, right? I have a little gold metallic, because it like broke the gold on there. So you see the white paper underneath. Not the cardboard, because it didn't break. It didn't cut the paper. It just took that gold color and like put a break in it. So like here you can see some of the white coming through. That's this paper, not the underneath cardboard. It's the actual gold paper. I've not ever had that happen before. I guess I folded it too hard. I don't know. So I just have this little metallic brush pen. It's a brush pen, guys. I love the brush pens. I don't know if I've ever actually paid attention to what I've used in the past, but because to me a marker was a marker. Either it worked good or it didn't, right? But I love the style of the brush pen. It just seems to flow much easier, and with it tapered, if I use it up here towards the pen, I get a bigger area, but down towards the tip, it's, very small, and I can get in smaller spots. So I really like the brush pen. So now we're going to do the same thing, rinse and repeat, right? last two sides here. And I'm curious if it broke through the gold on this one too. Not as bad, but there are breaks, especially like on the corners. And I just don't want to see that white paper. Okay, now we need A1-42 and 43. And then because we skipped 44, we're going to go back. So I'm just going to cut all these three out real quick. And you know the drill. If you don't want to watch me cut out paper, you feel free to fast forward. Not going to hurt my feelings. And the reason I'm using my blade on this one is these are such pastel-y colors. It's kind of hard to see some of the edges. And I just feel like I can move my hand or my blade enough to see the edges, but not on scissors because they have to be perfectly straight. So, I mean, the blade has to be straight on this too. What I meant is I could move my hand around to get rid of the shadow, which is what I did. All right, and then, oh. I was gonna cut this out real quick. Alright, so now we're going to take and glue the back of our little posters here. And then do our best to center them because they're smaller, so we want to, and try once you get glue down to not move your paper around. The glue, I mean, it will dry clear, but you may see smudges if you like get it up on the gold. That gold paper likes to smudge and keep the smudge showing, but if you do it, it's fine. You can gently scrape it off. If I've done it in the past, I've kind of just used my nail. Don't dig into it. You will crease this paper very easily. I did it down here, but you know, you can gently use a nail. I wouldn't, for me personally, I wouldn't use a blade just because I have the potential to cut through stuff on accident. So all right, and then our second one, this one just says happy birthday and with bunnies, and this is a unicorn magical time at Kelsey's birthday party, I think. Oh, so this is for Kelsey. Okay. I actually have a niece named Kelsey, but she's older. She wouldn't have a little kid's birthday party anymore. Actually, one of my great nieces, Emmy, is having her second birthday the end of this month, and I think I'm going to gift this to her. Because honest to God, I don't have any place for it. You guys, I have shelves on every possible spot in this house. Like, not just my room and the craft room. Like, they're in the living room, they're in the family room, they're in the dining room. They're literally everywhere. And I don't have any more room or shelves or space for shelves. As it is, I have one just sitting on my desk because I don't even have a spot for it. So I was like, what am I going to do with this one? And I was like, oh, birthday party, that was perfect. Now, obviously, it's not a toy. I will not hand it to the 2-year-old and go, here, play. I will let her look at it and give it to her mama until I put it up on a high shelf. All right, so now we have 2 little decorative paintings, it says. Okay, I thought more like posters, but okay. Let me grab a wipey real quick. Because this is my favorite way to get all these little pieces of paper without having to try to scrape every one of them off, because that would take forever. You saw me struggle with the bigger pieces already, so alright, easy way. Don't just set a piece of small thin paper down on that wet, you know. I actually need a new cutting board. I want one of those like self-healing, is that what they call them? Self-sealing? Maybe it's self-sealing. Self-healing, maybe not. Self-sealing, so when you cut into it, like the cut goes away, like you can feel all my cuts. You can see them too. Anyways, so this one, we missed it the other day, and so there's a little bit of a light gray right here. We're gonna put our glue on that, but before I do that, this is rather small. I like to give the paper a little bit of a chance to bend. It just helps it when I actually go to bend it, than being completely flat. Now our top is going to be together, so the middle of the flat, it's not 100% straight across. There's a little bit of a slant, so there is a point. And the round, the half circle part is the wide part, so it's the bottom. And I'll admit, I am not the best at these. Maybe I should have got it together before I put, yep, okay. So I'm gonna wipe that glue off because it's doing me nothing. Okay. So first I need to get this in place. Now this is very similar to making, say, like a witch's hat in the magic ones that I've done, and I'm also not very good. But generally they're straight, so this is nice that it has a bit of a point. If I can get it. Well, we are going to put a ball on it, so I am lined up on my gray, all except for that very tippy top. It's still kind of open, and all of my hats look like that because, like I said, oh wait, we are not lined up. don't get it perfectly on the gray, you know, you just make sure you put, well, I'll put that in the back anyways because it's the seam. I am not perfectly on that gray because I don't have that top together. And I just feel like I'm just gonna crunch the whole thing if I continue to fight with it. So it's round on the bottom and it's semi-pointed at top. And we're gonna put our A26, our bigger gold bead on there. So let me grab that real quick. So the same size as the pearls and the pink ones that we did on the string. This is just our only gold one here. So I'm going to put a bit of glue around the top, right around the top of that, and then whoop. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, I know it's not going to set down on there, but I just want that hole to kind of sit so it'll make sure it's on the top. And the aliens will dry clear. And most, don't quote me because I have not used all white PVC glue, but I think most white glue should dry clear. If it doesn't, not my fault. But if you know one that doesn't, let me know. Because I say that a lot. Maybe I should. That's why I say most. Alright guys, there's our little, where's the, okay. So there's our little party hat. I just want to make sure that that's on there straight, okay? Little party hat. There we go. Get off my tweezers. All right, now we've got to take our A18, which is our thicker white wire. All right, and we need 16 centimeters. So my little trick for trying to get all these bits and bobs, these hills and valleys out of this is I'll get it to where it's coming up, and then I just like to use my ruler to try to smash it down. And then if it goes off to the side, just, you know, just roll it a bit. I mean, it's getting the big parts. This coating does not want to do the little parts on this one. Well, first we should probably measure out 16. So each little square on my mat is a centimeter. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. Can't get organized today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so we do have a bit left. Please tell me I'm not supposed to complete 2 because there's not enough for 2 or I screwed up. Nope. So we're gonna, excuse me. I don't know if we'll use this anywhere else because that's, oh, I'm so sorry. I have a, let me get a drink real quick. Got a dry spot. Ooh, that kind of hurt. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-ish centimeters left. I don't know for sure if we use that or not, but All right, this is for our little horse, and then this one's just gonna go on the wall. So, okay, so I need one more drink because my throat is just on fire. Okay, so usually I don't measure, but I'm going to measure on this one because it looks crazy. Sorry, guys. Okay, so being straight, we're gonna take 0.3 centimeters, which is 3 millimeters. And we're going to bend it at a 90-degree angle. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so nope, I measured on the wrong side. So that's just gonna bend into a 90-degree angle. Or roughly thereabout, right? Okay. So then with that going down, then we want to come in 1 centimeter and bend it 90 degrees up. So with it being down, I'm going to put the top part of, the straight part, and then at 1 centimeter, we're going to go the opposite direction. So you're going to go up 0.3 centimeters, over 1 centimeter, and the rest is going up for now. Okay, so then we want to measure up 2.5 centimeters from here. So 2.5, and then we're going to bend it in half. So it's going to go up and down. So 2.5. Oh yeah, we're bending it 180 degrees. Sorry y'all, I'm trying my best to stay in frame. Okay. I'm gonna occasionally be kind of smashing it, making sure it's staying flat. All right, so from the base here, oh no, we want from the top, we want to go down 2 centimeters and come out. Okay, so two centimeters is right here. And then we're going to come out 90 degrees. Okay, and then we want to go 0.5 centimeters, so half a centimeter. And now if this is straight up and down, we're going to go backwards. So we're not staying in a 2-dimensional, we're going 3-dimensional now. So from this bit here, we want half a centimeter. And then, oh, sorry about my dog. And then we're going back. Okay, so then, so now we're going to turn, so far we've been working on this front. Now we're going to turn it, the left side is going to be the back. Okay, so we're going to go clockwise, but not, okay, never mind. So the left side is going to be the back now. So we're working on this bit. Oh, that dog. Okay, so we want 1.5 centimeters across here, and then we're going backwards again. And yes, it's getting quite difficult to try to hold up. So you guys can see, try to see what I'm doing. 1.5, so right here. Now I'm holding it, so I'm not holding it on the 1.5. 1.5 is right here in front of it, and then I'm bending this here. So when I bend it, it's still at the 1.5. Okay, so we're bending it backwards. So now if you turn it back, now we're going choo choo. Trying to make sure everything's staying level and okay, so now we are gonna go, okay, so now the part that we just bent back is facing away from us. We're gonna turn it to the right. So here I want 0.5 and I'm gonna go up. So a half a centimeter, 0.5 centimeters, or 5 millimeters. And then we're going to go up. Okay, and then we're going to go 2 centimeters and back down. So basically we're mimicking this side now. So we're right here. So we're going to go 2 centimeters up and turn it coming down. And this is pretty soft metal. You may be able to do this with tweezers. It actually says in the book to do it with tweezers, but I have these and it makes it easier. So I have these left over from my jewelry making days. And it's just easier to work with the wire. You can most likely on some wires use scissors and tweezers, or possibly X-Acto blades and tweezers, but I just find the cutters and the needle nose just make it so much easier. Okay, so now I just want to make sure I'm even here. Okay, so from the top now, we want 2.5, and we're going to come to the left. I'm sorry, the right. I know my left from right today. Oh, goodness. So 2.5. Okay, and now on that 2.5, or no, sorry, on the part that's now sticking out, we need 1 centimeter, and we're going to go down. You know what? Okay. I'm like not even here. So for right now, I'm just trying to even everything up, right? Because they're supposed to be mimic sides. So I want this back straight. I want these. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, because this needs to be the same amount, I'm literally going to just line up that and bend down. And then we want 0.3 centimeters and we're going to cut the rest off. I think I went a little long. Yeah, I kind of went a little long, knowing I was. But it's because something's not right here. Something's not lined up. Because now I'm short. Be careful, it does kind of squish the coating on this wire. Okay, and then we're supposed to press the iron frame. Why are those not lined up? I think it's this bend. Oh, don't use cutters, Missy. Oh, I almost just screwed that whole thing up. Oh, this is driving me bonkers. See, I'm like crooked. You literally, oh wow, you can literally pin these with your fingers. Okay, better. Now I just need to shorten this one a little bit. Flat, then I think we're good. Almost. We're so close. We're just still a little crooked. I think it's this. Okay, I think I'm about as even as I'm gonna get without ruining something. No, I'm still long on this side. Sorry. Problem is they want to like go in and out every time I move one bit. The other one, like if I move down, if I move this, it wants to move this, and if I don't hold it tight enough, it doesn't just move this part, it moves the whole thing. Okay, I think we're pretty good, guys. Well, let's see what they mean. So with it sitting like this, with that little part sticking out the back and behind us, the legs in the front, it says press the iron frame downwards in between this and here. So we want to take the tall parts, making sure everything's lined up, and we want to press them forward. So now I'm just turned around, so I'm going to press downward, backwards. So that our little horse picture now sits. It's going to sit on this front. It's going to be very top heavy. So we've got to get it, oh, those almost don't fit. So we've got to get it back far enough that the weight of the poster, wow, those are just, I'm gonna kind of push mine in slightly. I know that makes them angled, but otherwise, and I'm gonna glue this on, but I just want to make sure. There we go. Okay. Whew. I knew this one was going to be rough, you guys. So I'm going to put my Aleene's up the long back pieces, or the front of them. I meant the part that's going to go on the back of the poster. And then just kind of, just past that bend, because that's where the bottom's going to sit. Okay. Am I impressed with this? Oh, hell no. Looks like crap. And you don't even really see all the work we just did, because now it gets covered up by the poster. But, I mean, it's unique. I've not ever done anything like this, and I gotta give it to this book. They've come up with a couple of unique things that have surprised me. So I am happy for that. Will I ever do this again? No. No, no, no. I could think of a million other ways to make that easier, less confusing, and more sturdy. But it's done. There we go. Oof. Okay, where are we at time-wise? Okay, we have time to build the car, you guys. I want to build this little car. So it's gonna be boom, 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 boom. Whatever is this? B12. B14 is the little red, brown seed, and then B13 are the 4 wheels, right? Now we have this little strip here. So there's our 4 wheels. That's going to go on the A127. A128 is going to go on the side. A129 are going on the side. Okay, A130 we're going to use to wrap some wire with. And then on the last 2 pieces of our cardboard, A164 is going to, we need that, and this little, the bigger silver little disc, that little circle is going to sit on top of that, and A165 is our grill. And then that, yeah, we're gonna use some of this A18, which is our thick wire, which we just used, right? So let me cut out the pieces I need here. I need 2 centimeters, twice, right? Yeah, complete 2 sets. You know, I'm just thinking, I don't really want to cut all these out right now. It has been an off day. Just not feeling 100%. And we've already done quite a bit of cutting, so I'm going to cut the wires, and then I think let's see, I don't know. You know what? Okay, change of plans. I'm gonna cut the wires. Okay, so we need 2 centimeters, right? And then we need a 1.6, 1.5, okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of this stuff back in the bag, like not just the wood pieces, but I'm going to put our little metal disc, maybe I'm going to put our 3 pieces of wire and our paper, so that I know when I come back next time I need all of this to do the car. I just don't feel like cutting all of that out right now, guys, sorry. But we're gonna, because we still have some time, right? Yeah, it's only 52, yeah. So we need the rest of our A18, we need 10 centimeters. We're gonna do our balloon arch, because I forgot about that. Just kind of trying to smash out those cramps there. Okay, we need 10 centimeters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, it's like 0.1, 0.2 off. Because remember, I cut this. I've cut it. No, that's the smaller one. Never mind. We're close. Close enough. Close enough. Oh, I think it was this one. Is that? Yeah, that's. So I had cut for our balloon post and then didn't like the size, so recut. All right, so we're gonna bend it into an arch. Maybe I should have just read that first and I wouldn't have had to unbend all of this. Just a gentle arch. Not anything drastic. And I'm gonna show you where I'm gonna measure. Not measure, but I'm gonna get a reference here. So if we bring our building over, this is going to go about just about the top of that big, the tall display, but it's going to go on this brick wall, right? So it's going to go right roughly about that spot. And then we want it to come over to about the middle of the center, and actually that is the perfect arch. Okay, so this way you can kind of see which arch you need. What kind, if do you need more of an arch, less of an arch? It doesn't have to be perfect. Everybody's going to be a little bit different, you know, and that's good. So I think I'm good. I like that arch. I do want this to be flat though. Good enough. All right, so now we're gonna take, let's see, A35. Let me just double check. White foam ball, 14 pieces. Oh, and then A37 is the silver foam balls, and A36 are the gold. And then A23 are our big. Okay, so in this little box, remember this box? We have white. We have silver. Are those foam? Really? They don't seem like they're foam. I mean, I'm not gonna. And then we have gold. And then in our box, we have the larger pink, little iridescence beads. We need 4 of those. Oh my goodness. Wow, come here. It's playing keep away from me, I swear. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and untwist these because they're all twisted together. And this is, ooh, this is firm, very stiff wire. Okay, this one is wrapped around the others. There we go. So I'm just gonna straighten this one out. Doesn't have to be 100%. Oh, I'm getting, careful, I'm getting, not necessarily glitter, just like a hint of the, it's probably just like spray paint or whatever, where they dipped it or whatever. You find the one, because there's always just one that's wrapped around, so I'm gonna find that one and unwrap it. And then straighten out that the best I can, because it's kinked pretty good. Okay. And then our whites. Ugh. So these ones have 2 wrapped around it. Three, actually, I think. Come back here. This one is trying to escape. Wow, I don't know what's going on here. These things are going crazy. Just let go. Wow. There was only 2. Oh, the bottom of that one split. And it looked like it had 2 bits, but just one. Okay, I'm just gonna say this, these instructions suck. It literally just gives us the white and then the silver and then the gold and then the pink, a picture of them. That's it. Do we just twist this onto a wire? Do we cut it and glue it? Like, it doesn't tell us. Oh. Okay, I'm a bit confused. Now I'm trying to put A4, which is our light, through the hole and stick on the ceiling, then stick the balloon string on as photo shown. Okay, so I think what it is, so our other light, because we have another hole up here, right here, so our other light is going to go in here. There's no, like, no decorations to it, because when we have our balloons going up on the front, they're going to cover that light with the balloons. Okay, that's what that means. I still don't understand. How thick is this going to be if I wrap all this wire around this? I mean, I do want to use the wire, but I'm thinking I need to cut them way down, and I'm thinking because if I cut them, if I use the wires, I don't have to glue them. So I'm thinking just like one turn. Well, I actually will glue up, but I can glue the wire because it's got like a paper coating. It will glue easier, and I can just put a dollop of glue so they don't spin. That's my only concern. Oh yeah. So I think I want to hold. Yeah. See there, they show like there's not extra bits. I don't even think they keep the wire on because it looks like they're absolutely flat against the arch. And I'm just concerned, so I'm gonna bite the bullet here. Ooh, that's some tough wire. So then I'm concerned, even though that's a small amount of wire. Oh, it's already broke out of the paper. Oh, and look, it's getting scratched. That paint's getting scratched off. Oh man. Yeah, I think now if we go to put another one on right here, I can't because the wire is there. Okay. So I think what I have to do is I'm gonna have to take all the wire. The wire's gonna have to come off. Because it doesn't specifically tell us to, but what else am I going to do? And then it's not going to stay. Guess what, guys? We're not doing this today either. We're done. So the problem is that little nip that the wire stayed on. I don't know if you guys can see that little. So it's not like it's not flat. It looks more like a balloon, like that. The bottom part, right? Can I get that off without busting this whole balloon? Okay, I might regret this. No, I just thought maybe if it was just a tiny bit, it might. Nope. You know, let me try one more thing. I have, so these are just wire cutters, but I do have these ones called flush cutters, and they're made for the 3D metal puzzles, and they're super sharp. And you don't cut, I know these kind of go on the back, but they're a little bit rounded. These cut absolutely on the bottom, so I think that, oh. It still has a, excuse me, so I'm so sorry, a tiny little tip there, but I think that's probably the best we're gonna get. So now, you gotta watch the positioning, because this is like kind of on top, but also kind of on the side. It's like 45 degrees, so. And it's not all the way at the tip, because we're gonna put a silver at the tip. I just don't know if it's gonna hold on this plastic coating of this wire. You're on the wrong side now. Okay, I have one last, I just want to see what's gonna work. I have one last stitch effort I'm gonna try here before I call it done for today. Put the A-leans on the balloon, but I'm gonna put, because there's not lighting wire in here, there's just, anyway, I'm put a little bit of, plus we're not using it for lighting anyways. I'm gonna put a little bit of super glue. I just use the Crazy Glue super glue. It's cheap, but I like the brush applicator. I'm about out. That's why it looks like I put a ton on there. I didn't. I barely got any on, but this bottle is just about out. And I'm just trying to get the last of it used before I switch. Oh, okay. That might help us. I think we're straight up too far. We need to. And then we'll go alternate 1 and then 2 and then 3, 4, 5, 6. They give you a pattern. You can choose to follow it or not. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just going to go alternate, boom, 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 boom. And then we're going to go with the silver. There's 4, 1, 2, just fill in holes. Gold also 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the little pink ones 1, 2, 3, 4. So literally we're just going to fill in holes that we made with the white ones, and I'm just going to alternate whites. So that being said, I have to cut off all of these. Why did they do this? Why did they give us such long wire? Why did they even put them on wire? This is dumb. Oh. Okay. I'm an idiot. I was right though, but I'm a correct idiot. I immediately started up here. And I didn't see the little bit down here, the one little square, and it does showing us cutting off that wire. And it says, notice, keep the hands clean and stick the balloon. If there are defects, you can hide them and stick or add the same color on and stick. I have no idea what that means. Basically, if you get the little scratches like where we're starting to get, just turn the balloon around so it's in the back. That last 5 minutes of this could have been solved with that. I'm sorry, yeah, but okay, so wiring isn't going to be an issue. We literally have 2 wires. It's going to take 5 minutes. So we have the balloon, the car, and the wooden shelves, and then we have to place everything. Can we do it in one video? I'll tell you what, it's going to depend on how hard these balloons and cars are. Right? Right. Okay, guys, well, I keep feeling like I'm so wasting time, but it's my process, so thank you all so much for joining me. I super appreciate it, and I hope you come back, because I'm really excited about, well, okay, I was really excited about this. Now having to cut off all those wires, I'm not totally excited, but I am to the point of I want to see the finished product. And the car, just, okay, those are my thoughts on the car, just super quick. I know, but super quick. This party looks so elegant. Everything is like, looks high end. It's gold and white, and you know, it looks just very classy. And then you have a toy car in the middle of the floor. What? Just based on the books, Velveteen Rabbit, Charlie and Chocolate Factory, it does look like it's for like a kid. You know, I mean, the unicorns, the balloons, it does look like a kid's party, but maybe, like, honestly, it reminds me of like a 1-year-old's party, which is not really for the 1-year-old, it's for the parents. And this is maybe like a hoity-toity kind of high class, like my baby gets the best of everything. Parent. I was gonna say mother, but no, it's not always a mother. Sometimes it's the father, parent. That's why I made these not all the lollipops out of different colors, and not just all out of pearls, because I was like, there's this car is throwing me off. This car is literally throwing me off. My son says you should make a rocking horse. I said, yeah, that'd be awesome if I knew how. I don't think I could carve a horse's head. Okay, anyways, I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to go. We're going to come back. I'm debating. I may clip at least some of these off camera. I know I say do everything on camera, but that's a lot. That was, what, 14, right? It's 22, and we got one done. I don't know. I'll see how I'm doing. You might come back and it might look exactly like this. Well, we'll start clipping. Or you might come back and I have piles of just little balls. I don't know. We'll see. All right, but thanks again, and I hope to see you on the next build. Bye.